There's a theme throughout the stands. They are bathed in orange as the orange gets set to beat the big orange in the Aflac Kickoff Classic. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Volunteers have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throw the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The run to the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Off-play action on first down. Got a man, it's Nixon. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, it's funny, I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking to the big tight end. And they're not on the same page there.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Makes the catch, it's good. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Quick release on the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coach.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Calls his own number. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to fight. They put on the heat and they blocked it.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal lines.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked 1st down, just throwing it defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his big tight end. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. The sweet feet buy a little time. The sure hands, it's Matthews. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Matthews. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. On the run, it's Thomas. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Formation for these receivers. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Grab near the marker. It's Staley. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Vols didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
Tennessee 7, Syracuse 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Jet sweep to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Slithers into space. There he goes.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
The give from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. That brings them to within 1. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Puts it out of the air.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Quickly complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. From the gun. Give on the inside.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Bring in the heat. And the ball's free in the backfield. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ross Simmons. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important important second down play from the 12. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it's been that kind of day so far for this offense, guys. This quarterback has never had an opportunity because he keeps getting sacked. That now already the 4th sack of the game. We're only in the second quarter. I guess the only good news, he hasn't turned it over yet. He hasn't been forced to throw the ball up into coverage, into a bad spot. He's been good about just eating the football, but they've got to find a way to find some rhythm here in the passing game moving forward.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Here comes the heat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. He makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They take a 4-point lead here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab on the left.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. The landscape of college football will change dramatically with the outcome of this one, and we will keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Looking to throw on first down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
The quick out. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here is the Tennessee offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Caught near the sticks. It's Staley. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys...
Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Using his legs, it's Willis. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
To the air on second down. Looking to buy time. Quarterback gets the first down and more. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. He leaves it with his back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Willis.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pocket breaking down. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. Fourth down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory? The Orange will have to punt. Wants to return it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could... Turning it on! Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Collins. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him! Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 20, he's got space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage. And
oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rush is on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Collins. Fires to the tight end. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. That's caught. It's Willis. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the returner will be brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Floating away. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Caught in the backfield. It's Willis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. And here comes the punt team. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So here is the Tennessee offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Toss sweep to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got the 1st down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The run from the shotgun. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Caught in the backfield, it's Nixon. Still running up the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires one high and deep. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out.
First off, looking at defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. To the 15. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking for a man, it's Collins. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line, it's Willis. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.